Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the Collective. You are tuning in for a live episode of the Girlfriend's Guide to Starting Over podcast. I am making sure that all of my screens are up and running. And I just want to say, as always, I am really excited that you guys have opted to listen today. So, in this episode, I truly want to dive in to the month of March because, y'all, this month has been wild, and your girl has been showing up in ways that I have never shown up before. And I definitely feel the impact and the growth that came from it. Okay. So, unless you live under a rock, you have been seeing me 5 to 6 times a week on 5 different platforms, truly pouring my heart out, describing different strategies and methods that you can use to become the main character of your story. Because y'all know that is my soapbox. Like, I truly believe that we transform our lives when we rewrite our narrative and we live on our own terms. Um, let's be real. When I first decided to do this with my coach, we talked about going live 5 days a week on 5 different platforms. And I told her, like, up front, like, I'm not sure if I can do that. Like, how can I do that and balance like corporate life and my personal life and trying to make sure I'm still showing up for the girls in my group coaching community? I was a little bit nervous, but I love my coach because she always pushes me to stretch my edges, and she'll say, let's just see how it goes. And obviously, here I am, like live number 5, crushed it, knocked it out of the park, showed up sometimes even when it wasn't my day to go live. But that was just feeling the fire and the growth. Now, let's be real. When it first started out, I had to get over that self doubt and that anxiety and that awkwardness that comes with being live on camera. And I know you guys see me show up all the time. And so you likely assume that, like, I'm never afraid. And I've told y'all before, that is not true. Like, really watching comments come in real time and kind of filtering through like stuff that was borderline inappropriate through people that are actually giving you compliments and asking real questions, needing you to help them solve real problems was a lot to take on. But I'm glad that I did it. And also, the vibe on Insta or Facebook or TikTok versus the vibe on LinkedIn are completely opposite things. And so, balancing all of that and kind of finding the sweet spot, it took a little bit of time. And so, there were days where I felt like I was nervous or fumbling through. And I would go back to a YouTube live and be like, man, do I want to make that public? But I recognize that people want you to be authentic. They want you to be real. They don't want you to be perfect. They're sick and tired of seeing people be a carbon copy of the last person or the last coach with just regurgitated information. And so once I found my footing, I was like, let's go. And I'm so glad that I would not allow myself to give up, that I pushed through the fear, I pushed through the discomfort, and I chose to show up for you. And it's not a brag, it's a testimony, because so many people are afraid of not doing things like perfect, or afraid of what people might say if things don't go well, that they don't show up. And I want to remind you that when you have a purpose, when you have a higher calling on your life, when you have a message, when you have a story, if you do not show up, if you don't walk in the path that you were created to walk in, that not only do you do yourself a disservice and you dim your light or you shrink your voice, the people that are assigned to you, the people that need your story to go to their next level, the people that are looking to you as a role model, they miss the message. And that's not fair. And so every time I felt like I don't feel like it, or I'm nervous or I'm anxious, I remembered that somebody out there hasn't yet heard my story, and my story, my like viewpoint could be the thing that transforms their lives. And that gave me the motivation to push forward. And so I just want to remind you of that. Every single time you consider shrinking, remember that when you stand tall, you become visible to other people. And yes, like, I've seen my visibility increase. I have seen more people in my community. I've reached people that I otherwise would not have been able to interact with, all because I was willing to get uncomfortable. And not only more than like my business growth, I've had personal growth because I feel more comfortable showing up. Because you know what it is some days, and it ain't what it ain't. I also want to say that doing this, like challenging myself, allowed me to take a step back and really see where the holes were in my programming and in my business. And so I can see where Maybe there were some links that weren't quite being made. And so you guys can look forward to 5 or 6 new master classes, programs, trainings, all kinds of things coming down the pipeline because I had the time to really work in my business, not just on my business. So I'm excited about that. I'm also going to do an entire rebrand of the way that I present my information. And it's all thanks to having that time to consistently, almost every single day, put in the work. And I see clearly now, like how much doing this simple task of showing up, getting uncomfortable has transformed me. It's improved my business and it's going to be able to improve other people's lives because you guys listen to me. So thank you for trusting me to be your favorite like confidence coach, authenticity coach. And thank you for going on this journey with me. It has been incredible. I say all of this to say that if you have been playing small, if you've been holding back, if you've been waiting to get all your ducks in a row, if you've been, not doing things because it's not perfect, you're wasting time. You're draining your energy that could be spent on living your life and truly creating transformation, not just in your life, but in the lives of other people around you. And so I wish you well. If you are taking that as a challenge, drop I'm ready below because I can't wait to cheer you on. I can't wait to see what you do with this incredible talent, with this incredible gift, with all of that purpose that is like confined inside of you. Okay. I just love y'all so very much. I want you to know that your main character era is waiting. All you have to do is step into it. You are bold, you are brilliant, you are beautiful, and you are so worthy of the life that you desire. Please DM Coach. Let me know if there's any way I can serve or support you. I'll be there. Have an excellent night on purpose, and we'll talk in the next one. Bye, y'all.